9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Holden LeCroy.
Welcome back. I was promising that 20-degree drop in temperatures, and that is exactly what we're seeing across the region. Again, a day and night difference, especially for you folks up toward Corvallis, where the showers are still hanging on right now. Looks like a late October day out there. Temperatures right now sitting in the upper 50s, around 60 degrees. That is where most of the rain is focused right now, because as you head toward the south, we are starting to see some of that drier air move in across areas of Eugene. It's a live look over Coburg Road, and you can kind of see the clearing as we kind of look off toward the south and east, which should yield a pretty good sunset late tonight. And you can see where the cold front is making its way across much of Oregon right now, located across parts of Deschutes County, headed out towards Madras right now. Cooler temperatures in the 60s indicated by that shade of green, but warmer weather still out towards areas of eastern Oregon and Idaho right now, 92 degrees. That is the warm sector ahead of the cold front that's marching in across the region. So you see the dry sector kind of moving in across areas of Roseburg right now. In fact, quite the bit of sun breaks down across southern Douglas County, and I will expect a big clearing toward around sunset tonight, because you can see the back edge of this cold front right here that's marching in, and this drier air is going to settle in overnight tonight. But what that dry air is going to do is, yes, it's going to clear us out, allow temperatures to drop into the 40s, but just as it does so, it's actually going to bring a lot of that moisture from the pavement, grass, back up to the surface, and that is going to create some areas of dense fog late tonight, early tomorrow morning. So your morning commute, plan for some foggy conditions, at least for the first half of tonight. It's going to be relatively clear as we start to break up these clouds. Around 48 for areas of Eugene, 35 up towards Sandian Pass. So it is certainly going to be a cold night tonight once this cold front passes. And tomorrow, the big story is, yes, it's going to be sunny by the second half of the day, but waking up tomorrow morning, it's going to be cloudy, it's going to be misty, and it is going to be cool. It's going to feel like a late October day waking up tomorrow morning, and by the afternoon, it'll feel like September with temperatures back into the mid-70s. So I mentioned some brief clearing late tonight, and you can kind of see that hinted by here. So we should have a pretty good sunset along I-5. Overnight tonight, though, we are expecting that fog to develop, and this is indicative of this model right here. You can see all the way down towards Roseburg. Tomorrow afternoon, though, we start to clear things out and temperatures make a return. Now, here's the reason we're starting to see some clearing. Purple is indicative of some very dry air, and you can see the stream of moisture directed right over Oregon. That is our cold front. Watch as it passes off. We get some pretty dry air for Thursday afternoon, but watch as we head towards Friday. We actually have another storm system that's passing to the north, but watch as this moisture starts to fizzle out. Looks pretty good toward northwest Oregon. Watch as it just dies. That's why we're expecting some pretty dry and warm conditions for this weekend. We're going to be back up into the mid-70s. Slight cooling trend with a dry cold front on Sunday, and some of us could be back up into the 80s by Monday. But for the most part, your activity forecast from now all the way through the end of the week is fantastic. We have no issues out there with dry weather. Warm temperatures back up into the mid-70s. So here's that cold front that does approach for the coast on Friday. A slight chance of a few showers in the morning, but as I kind of just showed you, it is a pretty pitiful cold front moving in on Friday. For areas of the Umpqua Basin, fog in the morning, sun in the afternoon, about 78 degrees. We are expecting temperatures to kind of make a return back into the 80s by Monday and Tuesday, but for the most part, we're not going to get above 85 or so. Now for the Cascades, 68 on Thursday. Cold day on Sunday, 58 degrees, and then we make a return at mid-60s toward next Tuesday and Wednesday. For the Willamette Valley, the rain is done, but the fog is settling in overnight tonight. Just as a reminder, we haven't had some pretty dense fog in a while, so kind of increase your following distance if you're up early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be completely sunny.
All right. Thank you very much, Holden. Appreciate it. Some anxiety about school is normal. When